I can show you guys how to process this data from some spheres. I've got the radius and the mass of spheres. If I graph that, I'm going to get an increasing line of data points like this. It looks to obey this volume equation, but I want to linearize that data. So I'm going to make a column for volume in centimeters cubed, and I'm going to type in this equation you see above. So I'm going to do 4 divided by 3 times 3.14 times the radius over here cubed. So triangle 3. And I'm going to fill down. And now, when I go to graph this, let's insert the graph. Now it's linearized. Hooray! So that is good. But I need to be able to deal with my uncertainty. The radius, well, the mass uncertainty is actually going to be really tiny, so let's ignore that. The radius uncertainty is significant. So I'm going to need to deal with the percent uncertainties of the radius because it then gets cubed. So I'm going to insert a column to the left, and I'm going to do the percent uncert of radius, and I'm going to take the uncertainty of 0.2 divided by this cell times 100, and I'll fill down. It's not showing the decimal places, so I'm going to show a few more decimal places. That looks pretty good. Since the uncertainty of the radius is being cubed, I'm going to need to deal with that in volume. So I'm going to insert another column to the left here, and I'm going to say here's the new percent uncert of volume. So I'm going to take this percent uncert from radius, and I'm going to multiply it by 3 because radius is cubed. And I'll fill down again. Maybe I want to show another decimal place. I could do that if I wanted. There's probably no need. I could keep that like that. And then I will need to calculate the absolute uncertainty. So I'm going to put in one more column to the left, and I'm going to call this absolute uncert of volume in cubic centimeters, and I'm going to put an equal sign. I'm going to take this volume, divide it by 100 to turn it back into a relative one, and then multiply that by the volume here. Hit equals, and then fill down, and there I have it. So now I'm going to need to make a graph that shows those absolute changing uncertainties, which will be another explanation.